It's the tragedy that rocked New York City and the nation. And for the first time, a trial has been set for early 2021 against the 5 men accused of plotting the September 11th terror attacks. Our next guest helped develop the CIA's enhanced interrogation program and personally interrogated 9/11 mastermind Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. Joining us now with his reaction is author of Enhanced Interrogation, Dr. James Mitchell. Doctor, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So why has this trial taken so long? It was about over a decade ago that you heard a confession from Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. Why the delays?
It's because President Obama and his AG Holder set aside that confession so that they could take a victory lap and claim credit for prosecuting him. But Congress wouldn't let him, so it was moved back to Gitmo. KSM subsequently confessed to an FBI clean team and then pled not guilty. And now his attorneys are trying to get that second confession thrown out.
So what do you anticipate to happen in this trial?
What I anticipate is what we've seen. You know, his attorneys and the attorneys for his co-conspirators have turned this into a circus. What they've done is unleashed a tidal wave of pre-trial motions and legal maneuvers that has just swamped the court. And it's been going, you know, prosecutors have been asking for a trial date since 2012. And up until now, they haven't had a judge who is willing to make a determination and set that date. Hopefully this will change.
Now
the other thing,
yeah.
let me address the other piece of this thing. I think what his attorneys are trying to do is humanize him. I think what they're trying to do is make us feel sorry for him because the CIA was mean and the FBI was devious, and these guys should be pitied because they're the ones who are wronged in this thing. But they killed almost 3,000 people, and they would do it again if they had the chance.
Now, you personally interrogated KSM. Do you feel that he warrants being humanized based on what you saw?
Well, originally what he told me was that he wanted to plead guilty and martyr himself. But I think what happened after that was once the confession got set aside and his attorneys got to him, he decided that his God was telling him that the right thing to do was to drag this out as long as possible so he could spread his jihadi message and eat up American money and time and demoralize the people. You know, this delay has cheated the victims and their families out of justice. The military commission so far has bent over backwards in a one-sided way to be sure to be overly fair to the killers, and in doing so have cheated the victims of 9/11 out of their own justice.
Is there a light at the end of the tunnel for these families? It has been incredibly frustrating for them. They feel like there's been no justice. This has been going on forever. Is there hope for them here? I
hope so. You know, my feeling is that once they look at the evidence, it would be difficult for me. I spent 22 years in the military, and I've sat on court-martial boards. Once you look at the evidence, it's going to be hard to conclude that those men aren't guilty of the things that they have confessed twice to doing, although one of them can't be used in the court. And I would make one other point, if I could quickly, and that is that this is another reason to vote for Donald Trump in 2020, because who knows what that trial will turn into if you get some leftist in there who apologizes for the jihadists. We need to be sure that there's a strong person who cares more for America than they do the politically correct sense of fairness that comes from being overly fair to these terrorists.
Doctor, thanks so much for being here today. Really appreciate your input on this important issue.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.